Jim, we're back at home tomorrow against a good Curzon Ashton team and a fixture we know will be a tough one.
They're all tough, you know. Curzon have beaten us this season at their place. They'll be coming here tomorrow in their manager Adam Lakeland. He was at Farsley as well, so we lost a couple of games, but he's got the upper hand on us twice. You know, once at Farsley, once at Curzon, but we're back home. You know, although we're disappointed with the point in the week, we're still on a decent run of 7 points from 9. So we're always difficult games. We're always looking forward to them. We always believe in ourselves that we can win every game that we go into.
Obviously emotions were high after Tuesday night, but you just mentioned 7 points from 9 there. Is it about looking at taking the positives now and building on that? Well,
when you look back on it, obviously, you know, it's a tough place to go, surely, but when you're that close to getting 3 points, you know, in the 95th minute, and the other team get the equaliser, it can feel like a defeat. So we're disappointed. You know, the way we played the second half. I thought first half, you know, looking over the game, some real good movement patterns. There was real, you know, we got a little bit of luck at the goals, but that, if I'm being honest, that deserted us all season. We don't usually get one of them. Probably should have scored a couple more. The other end, they've, you know, created 1 or 2 bits and pieces, but I think we deserved to be in the lead. But second half, we went away from what we were doing well in the first half. You know, our message is every week, you know, just don't settle for 1 or 2. Go out and produce more, and go and create, you know, get on the front foot, go and play with an intensity, go and, you know, try and create opportunities and score more goals. You know, we're not happy with 2-0. You know, we want to get to 3, we want to get to 4, and really put teams to the sword. That's what we think and feel that we should be doing. So that's disappointing, as I say, the second half performance. But you know, it's 7 points from 9. Ideally, we wanted 9 from 9, but there's still a long way to go. So, you know, you take it on the chin. That's football. You know, these things do happen. You know, it's up to us now to make sure that we get back to winning ways as soon as we can. That's the good thing when you're playing a Saturday, you got a Tuesday game, or you're playing a Tuesday like we did at Chorley, you got a Saturday game. You know, we're not bad, you know, squad wise at the minute. You know, they're fitting well, it's good competition. We still need 1 or 2 more in, and you know, everyone's looking forward to the game. Tuesday's been put to bed. You know, you can mope around, you can feel sorry for yourselves for 24 hours, what have you, but when you get back into training, there's no use worrying about what's happened in the past. It's all about the future, and the future's Curzon, and that's the next game up. That's the most important game. So all our energies and our preparation's been right now, ready to go into this game, and as I say, hopefully, you know, come the end of the game tomorrow, we're talking about 3 points.
After Tuesday, obviously, in the sucker punch, what has your message been to your players this week?
We have an identity at the football club of how we want to play, and you know, we've proven this year time after time. You know, still capable of more, but in our defence, you know, the team has chopped and changed. There's been injuries, there's been issues. Don't need to go through them all, but you know, I look at Chorley's side the other night. I think they played 21 league games, and when I'm writing the team out, majority of them have probably played 17, 18 games and above. There's quite a few of them have played in every game. So you look at us, you know, the goalkeeper situation, you know, Burke being out for long periods, Condon, Whitmore, you know, the middle of the park. We've lost Joe Pigott for large periods, Stephen Dobie for large periods, Nathan Shaw. You know, we've been a little bit stop-start and never really had that continuity and that, you know, that settled side that have really been able to work on things to make sure that we get better. But the message has been, you know, whatever game we go into, we believe that the message is always the same. You know, it doesn't matter who you're playing, we always believe, and we always go out to try and win a game of football and be on the front foot and play with our way, you know, the passing way. We've proven, you know, as I say, many times this season and last season that, you know, we've got good footballers, we've got a good side, they're well drilled. Sometimes, for whatever reason, you know, put it down a little bit to Alex Whitmore the other night getting injured, and we were keeping him on the pitch when probably in hindsight we should have took him off. But you know, he gets his passing from the back. You know, some stuff that we did in the first half with great effect, but when he got injured right in half time, it sort of hindered the second half. Plus, credit to Chorley, they kept coming at us, they built momentum, the crowd got behind them, they got the goal, and it was all hands to the pump in the end. So, as always, the message is to win, but we want to do it in a good way as well. We want to play our football, we want to create opportunities, we want to score more goals than what we're doing. We are still getting goals. If you look over the last, you know, few games since the turn of the year, Leamington 2, Guiseley 2, Chorley 2, you know, we're there, 2 goals in every game. So, but we don't want to settle for that. We want more. So, that is the message to the lads, is get on the front foot for 90 minutes, play the way we want to play, create opportunities and score goals and win games of football.
Harry Davies has joined the club this week, a player with a lot of experience behind him. How happy are you to get him through the door?
Yeah, good player, Harry. I've known him for quite a number of years. I've come up against him a few times. So yeah, you know, Whitmore's got a bit of an injury now. We won competition, and sometimes players come up that you think, you know, that's what you need, and that's, you know, not just for this season but for the future. You know, he signed this season and next season. You know, he's a good age, should be in his prime years of 30. We're getting him from a League 2 club. You know, he's come through the Crew Academy, so he knows how to play football. He's good with the ball at his feet. You look over his stats and his clips, and you speak to people in the game. He's a good professional. He's got good numbers with regards to his minutes he's played, games he's played over the years. You know, his aerial ability, his defending, you know, qualities, and that's what we want. You know, it adds something to us. And as I say, he's at a good age. You know, he's still got many years ahead of him, and just perfect for what we need. So, you know, we've got to get the blend right with regards to experience and youth and, you know-how, etc. But, you know, when you build a squad, it is about getting all different ingredients to make sure that you come up with a good formula, and I'm sure that Harry will add to that. And as I say, he's a player that I've admired for many years, and I think we've got hold of a good one.
You talk about ingredients, is adding goals to your side one of your main aims now?
100% has been our main aim, you know, for the majority of the season. You know, Jordan Newman didn't get going after his ban, and obviously football being the way it is, he's moved back to Altrincham. You know, we've got Jack Sampson-Piggott who's had a bad injury, and you know, that's pretty serious with a hip injury, so he was in good form. I think he got 6 and 11. So yeah, I think we've got competition all over the pitch. You know, Bobby's coming and done great in goals, you know, in Chris Neil's absence. Real hot competition there right throughout the team now, apart from the top end, so it's not rocket science. You know, anyone looking at us, we are one of the top sides in the division, and we're desperate to get a goal scorer or two in. You know, we probably need a couple to come in and affect that top end. You know, whether we look for a short-term loan to look at someone to see if they're the answer, or whether we, you know, we've missed out on a few. We know that, you know, we're exploring things all the time. We've missed out on quite a few, to be honest. But all we can do is try and identify targets, see what we can do. But it goes without saying, you know, we definitely want to inject some, you know, centre forwards into the squad, which will definitely make us stronger and score more goals. As it is, I think the third or fourth top scorers in the league. Nick Horton's joint top scorer in the league. You know, Ben Torrett's done okay recently with 7. We've chipped in with goals. We've now got, you know, Whitehead on the score sheet, the back lads. You know, Whitmore, Amika has chipped in 1 or 2. You know, so we're asking not just to rely on one person or one position to get the goals. I think it's important that you know, you get goals from all over the pitch. And if you look at Man City over the last couple of years, certainly since Aguero died off, they get goals all over the pitch. They're not just relying on that top end player. So as I say, we want to get goals right throughout, set plays from defenders, you know, midfielders getting on and you know, getting shots off like Whitehead did recently for us. You know, all the way up the pitch. Nick Horton's obviously been the main man this year in that department. So as I say, if we can get them, keep doing that and add some at the top end of the pitch as well, we'll certainly be a force then, and that's what we're trying to do.
You mentioned the supporters after Tuesday night. They were loud behind that goal at Chorley, and they'll be massive again tomorrow back at home. No,
of course, yeah, they were excellent over there, and just gutted that we couldn't give them the 3 points, you know, to cheer us at the end of the match. But you know, they still give us a good round of applause, and you know, you can see that the players are giving it their absolute all. It wasn't to be. That's football. We all go home, we're all frustrated, we're all angry. But tomorrow's another day. We need them at home. You know, they've been great so far. The facilities here are great. The new home end's opened. You know, it's got all that stuff that you need for a good match day experience, and hopefully we can do the business and give them that 3 points that we all want to cheer at the end of the game. So they are big to us. Thank them for travelling wherever they go all over the country. Got 2 big ones coming up now, you know, a long way away in Gateshead and Brackley. But as I say, the next important game is the next game's the most important game, and Curzon at home's our next game. So we need everyone on board, everyone behind the team, whichever 11 players are on the pitch at any one time, and drive us home to 3 points.